Good morning, YouTube. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York, doing another video real quick. Another live video real quick. 914, Westchester County, New York, Arabia Barbosa, aka the BT 1000, aka the Jeeper Creeper on this shit, aka Lucy the Vampire, aka the German Shepherd in the room. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York. Doing another live video real quick. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. And I'm not going to pull no punches. I'm just going to say what I need to say and get off. Close out the video. Shout out to everyone that coming in. I appreciate you. I love you. Like and share the video. Is my apartment my gallows or simply another prison cell? And let me explain why I'm saying this. While I was at work playing my music and everything else, something told me to go over there and visit one of my open rivals page on YouTube. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I went over there and visited the page. I visited that channel. And the one video that Lonnie One Love did was talking about tough love. I believe that's his name. Shout out to the chat. And from what I understand, Lonnie One Love was doing her video. She was talking about facts over feelings. She talked about Queen Regina. Then she talked about me. And she said that she felt that because I live in an apartment with nothing but white walls, that it was making me miserable. A shout out to the chat. Now, if I do paint my walls, like let's say I'm in my bedroom right now and I paint the walls, I'm gonna paint it black. Everything is gonna be painted black. See, when I paint, it's gonna be painted black. If I do not paint the walls, simply what I will do is spray paint the skulls and bone signia everywhere, and my name, and fire and brimstone. Shout out to the chat. I was told by the landlord if I was to paint this apartment before I move out, I would have to paint it back to its original color, which is white. Every apartment I have ever lived in had white walls. When I'm in this apartment now, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. Shout out to the chat. When I lived in Greenville, South Carolina, I never painted the walls. When I moved to Saratoga Avenue in Yonkers, New York, I never painted the walls. But it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept. Because if I was to paint any of these walls in my bedroom, it would be painted black. Shout out to the chat. And you know what I would do? I would get spray paint cans and spray paint a skull, a giant skull on the fucking wall. And now I'll start doing my videos from there. Since everybody's complaining about my walls in my apartment, at least it's clean. The whole apartment is clean. Walk with me. Clean bedroom. Come on. Hallway. Kitchen. There go my brims. There go my clock. Shout out to Birdman. Birdman paints his apartment. I don't have to paint mine. What they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So when I leave this apartment, when I move out, I would have to paint it back like the way it was. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hey. Hey, DL. Hey, the real Geechee. A shout out to the chat. Hand. Okay, yes. I see your hand. Shout out to the chat. But that's the only thing. I'm going to turn off my camera for a minute. But that's the only thing I wanted to know. If I was to paint my walls like the way I want to paint them, it will be all black. I would come in with white spray paint and paint skulls all over the apartment, paint my name all over the goddamn apartment, paint my gang affiliation symbols all over the goddamn apartment. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But I'm not concerned about what people are concerned about. And she's so concerned, she's trying to dox me to get rid of me out of my own apartment. Just like Birdman said. Shout out to Birdman. It is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are in the motherfucking house. We are in the motherfucking house. I've been here for over an hour. I already attended to cleaning my apartment. I attended to taking a shower. I attended to drinking my beer. I intended to smoke my cigarettes. And when I'm done, I'm going to take a nap because I had to work all night. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. DL, thank you for coming in. The real Geechee, thank you for coming in. And my ghost watchers, thank you for coming in. The John Show. You said to Lonnie One Love that the white paint on the walls might be part of the reason why I'm so miserable and angry. No. What is going on has been going on for years, way before I even got to this apartment. I was just on the bus. The bus driver remembered me from years ago when I was homeless in the motherfucking street. And her church members used to give us food. And you know what she told me? I see you got your house keys around your neck. I see you getting ready to go back to your house. I see you doing well. Keep doing well. Shout out to the chat. Before I got to the bus, I ran into one of my aunts. You know what she asked me for? Money to get on the goddamn bus, to travel here and there. She need 2 different trips this morning. Where any of you niggas? Shout out to the chat. See, when people complain about me, I find reasons to complain about them. Yes, me and Lonnie One Love, we're going back and forth, the argument, a fight, verbal combat only. And I also went to one of her videos where she said she's going to flag down certain videos that's on my page, on my channel. She didn't worry about flagging that shit when I was riding with her. Now all of a sudden you want to flag down shit? I don't give a fuck. Flag it down. You think it's wrong? Flag it. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, I find it very surprising. Not surprising. I knew this was going to happen when me and Lonnie fell out. I knew Lonnie was going to find different reasons to try to destroy me. We all know that she called the police. We all know that she tried to get me locked up at the hospital where I was doing the outpatient at. Birdman told me not to go back down there. I went to Birdman house yesterday. He said, Arabia, you haven't been here for 3 months. But he still treated me like the way I was supposed to be treated. No arguments, no fights, just getting along together, laughing and talking, eating our food. And he said, Arabia, I don't care what nobody say about you. You saved my life years ago. And yes, I did. Even though me and Birdman get upset with each other, I might talk shit. Oh, I want to do this to him. I want to do. He knows. He's not stupid. He knows very well how I get down. And I'm talking through my goddamn teeth. Because don't nobody disrespect Arabia Barbosa. Now, I have disrespected Lonnie, yes. So I deserve to be disrespected. I talk shit about her. She talks shit about me. Nobody is a victim. She's not a victim. I'm not a victim. But why are you so worried, ma'am, about the paint on my walls in my apartment? She said, this apartment is not a home. Honey, this space that I'm in is only to be used when I want to use the bathroom, when I want to sleep, and when I want to get me a hot meal. Ma'am, you're not here. You don't take care of me. You don't fuck me, finance me, nothing. Nobody on this YouTube app fucks, feeds, or finances Arabia Barbosa. They don't do it. And I told everybody to stay out of my beef or my argument with Lonnie One Love. And I mean it. Stay out of it. Because it's deeper than I actually thought. See, I live alone. And I don't have a problem with living all alone. A shout out to the chat. But she has a problem with me having my own apartment. She could get her own apartment. She lived right there in Philadelphia. I know they got housing services in Philadelphia. You know what I had to go through to get this apartment? You know what I had to go through to get the apartment in Greenville, South Carolina? Do you know what I had to go through when I was in New York and got my apartment on 54 Saratoga Avenue? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Keep the change. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. DL, thank you for coming. And DL, you have stayed loyal to me for so long. And yeah, I'm looking to do something wonderful for you. A shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that has remained loyal to Arabia Barbosa, even though we are all still connected to the Empress Lonnie One Love. I don't hate Lonnie. I don't. I'm just mad at the situation we went through, and we're still beefing today. That shit that happened in her chat, it happened back in May. That happened months ago. Shout out to the chat. Do I have to revisit those videos? I seen all the videos me and her did together. We both had our avatar on. We both were talking shit, going through shit. A shout out to the chat. But I'm not worried about what she said. But some of the stuff that she did say was very real. I live alone. And that's what I said. Is my apartment my gallows, or is it another prison cell? Because usually when I get off of work, I usually like to come home, take me a shower, straighten up the place, and then take me a fucking nap. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. We got a few people in the chat, but we got plenty of ghost watchers. Black Pearl, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I got a lot of core supporters. And I appreciate your love, your support, your patience, and you encouraging me. I got to go to work tonight. I'm not going to allow anything to stop me from doing what I need to do. Not Birdman, not the world, not Lonnie One Love, not my past, not my childhood trauma. Nothing stops me. Like and share the video. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you coming in. I love you. And I shout out to you. To a cigarette smoker. But yeah, she said I was miserable. Living all alone. I'm supposed to be the next Phyllis Hyman or the next Billie Holiday. Am I one of those women? Billie Holiday, where did she originate from? Billie Holiday was born in Philadelphia. She grew up in Baltimore. When she got her fame, she was in Harlem, New York. Shout out to the chat. I'm talking about Billie Holiday. Phyllis Hyman was born in Philadelphia. She was raised in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or whatever, one of them places. I think she was from Philadelphia because she kept saying she was from Philadelphia. And what did she do? She went to Florida to sing in those nightclubs. She went to New York and did what she had to do with her singing career, her acting career. Shout out to the chat. And shout out to the women on YouTube for even speaking up, for even being as powerful as they are. Whether I agree with you or not. Whether I agree with you or not, shout out to the chat. Donna, shout out to you. Because when I heard that video that Lonnie One Love did, I think it was over a day ago. Me and Lonnie was in a heated battle. She was talking shit about me, I was talking shit about her. But it's just the fact that the John show said that part of my problem was because everything is planned in this apartment. Honey, as long as I keep this apartment clean and livable, is good enough for me. That's what I did in Greenville, South Carolina. That is what I did in Yonkers, New York. I went to prison years ago. I survived. When I went to the fucking streets and lived homeless, I survived. A lot of my crew members are now deceased. Not all of them, just a few. But my core members out there, part of the crew, we called ourselves the crew. And we were deep, 14 deep, 15 deep, 16 deep, 17 deep, 20 deep. But everybody got their own apartment now. If you ain't got your own apartment, you're dead already. If you ain't living with one of your family members, you're dead already. Abby is gone. Kato is gone. April is gone. Different people in my crew are all gone, except for the core members. Shout out to the chat. Birdman told me the other day he was downtown. He ran into two of the crew members. Back in the day, they had nothing but bad things to say about your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. But today, you know what they do? They shake hands with him and say, "We are so proud of Arabia. She finally got off the goddamn streets. She finally stopped getting arrested by the police. She finally stopped shoplifting. She finally went to job and worked her job, pay her bills, pay her taxes, whatever she got to do. We are proud of Arabia Barbosa." This is way before I met Lonnie or any of you on YouTube. Shout out to the chat. But we're going to have the Cash App giveaway on Monday morning. Monday morning. And we're going to do it so beautiful. I'm going to give $80. I might go a little bit higher than that. Might do $100 Cash App giveaway. You got to figure out the riddle. Figure out the riddle. In order to figure out the riddle, you got to go back through my channel and find out what questions I asked in different riddles. I'm going to ask another question. And a lot of you are not going to guess it. You're not. And I'm not going to give you no hints. There will be no multiple choice this time. Shout out to the chat. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it seems like everybody's enjoying themselves. And thanks to Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. Shout out to Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. He freed this chat from being sabotaged and held hostage by the Empress Lonnie One Love. And the only reason why she did that because she was angry with me. She was a moderator over here. And I forgot I made her a moderator. I won't forget no more. I got 2 moderators now. That's all I need. I don't need no more moderators. Not with the videos I heard this morning. Yes, it don't take me long to go through different videos on YouTube. She going through my videos, I'm going through her videos. She flagging me, okay. Come on, flag on. Flag on. It is what it is. I don't care. But I know she not woman enough to hit this link no more. I already know. And she says sometimes she listen to my video, she be sitting in the bushes. Don't sit in the bushes. Don't sit in the clouds. Don't sit in the trees. Don't be a troll. Confront me. If you got a question about me, Lonnie, or if you got a concern, you need to confront me. Hit the goddamn link. Because you got me blocked over there in your fucking chat. I give you free reign over here. Free reign. But this German Shepherd is not a victim. This German Shepherd is not disabled. This German Shepherd is not sitting in a wheelchair somewhere. But I got the hurt dog syndrome going on. And when that woman talked to me this morning, my aunt approached me first. She saw the anger in my eyes. She saw the anger. And she said, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to get it together. Because you falling apart at the seams. And I raised you better than that. I taught you better than that. And you out here getting all upset because of what somebody said about you. Arabia, aren't you 50 years old now? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, you know I'm much older than you. Get it together. Get it together. And stop the bullshit. I mean, she was so upset with me this morning, but I had to hug her and calm her down because she was very, very upset. She said, Arabia, I need you. I never needed you before. I need you now. I gave her what she asked me for. Shout out to the chat. I got on the bus driver smiled at me, talked to me, and reminded me of my plight when I was out there homeless in the fucking streets. She reminded me of those Sundays that her and her church members used to come out there and just give us little plates of food, bottles of water, little things to help us along in our homeless journey. Shout out to the chat. And she looked at me and she said, you look good. You're not skinny no more. You look good. I'm proud of you. Keep doing good. My aunt even told me, I'm proud of you. Keep doing good. Do not come back to these fucking streets. Do not. Shout out to the chat. Birdman looked at me the other day. He said, I'm so proud of you. The other dudes that I was out in the streets with, we used to work the temp companies together. And they looked at me and said, Ray, you look good. Shout out to you. Keep doing good. Don't let nobody stop you. Not your feelings, not your insecurities, your mental illness. Don't let nothing stop you. And do not come back to these fucking streets. You know who came right behind me? Baltimore. The female Baltimore. And she looked at me and I looked at her. And she had to hold her head down because she didn't lie to me, but she was like, Ray. I said, don't worry about it. I moved away from her. You're not gonna grab on to me and hug and kiss me, and you just try to use me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm from New York. She's from Baltimore. She's older than me. What you think I'm going to do? And I usually help the women that, but Baltimore know better. Baltimore know better. That's why she didn't want to say nothing. That's why she held her head down. I don't want to slap Baltimore. I was like, whatever, Baltimore, whatever, man. I moved away from her. Yo, I'm from New York, man. You from Baltimore. You need to get yourself together. You got kids. You got grandkids. I don't have none of that. And I'm together. I'm not together like the way I need to be, but I'm together. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Uncle L, thank you for coming in. Distracting, thank you for coming in. See, I got my main people coming up here, getting into my chat, enjoying themselves, talking with each other, socializing, communicating with each other. That's what we need. More communication. If you love each other, tell each other you love each other. If you got a problem with somebody, tell them, look, I got an issue with you. I got an issue with you. And y'all can hit my right and talk out your issue, whatever it may be. Shout out to the chat. But y'all gotta forgive me. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. But y'all talk to each other in the chat. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, this is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is Canada, New York. Your hostess. Black Pearl, you got stuff going on your community wall. Black Pearl, I seen your community wall. You got everything going good over there. What's going on? Maybe Black Pearl, maybe you need to start your own channel. You can do it. Don't let nobody stop you. You can do it. I know you can. You would be you'd be a good source on this YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat. I know my subscribers would be the best. When all y'all build your own channels, I will be right there supporting your channel. The only way I will not support your channel is if I'm in a hospital or jail somewhere. That's the only way. Your homegirl Arabia Barbosa got to stay free, regardless. Oh, it's Friday. You know, I was thinking today was Saturday. So what is today's mathematics? If it's the 20th, today's mathematics is wisdom cipher. Shout out to the chat. What is today's mathematics? We got 20 people in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, we doing it. We are doing this shit over here. I don't even want to close it out. I want to keep it going on for a little while. Yes, I have to work tonight, distracting, but I was thinking today was Saturday because I got to work over the weekend. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all go over there and check out Andre O.D. Kimball YouTube channel. Sub up to him. He got some wonderful videos over there. And he even got me over there singing to some of the videos. Yo, I love his videos. Thick Cut, shout out to him too. Shout out to anyone that did drops on me and had me up there. And shout out to them. Yeah, I'm a good sport. I'm a good sport. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yes, I go to work tonight. I have to be there. That's why I'm not at Birdman House right now. Because if I go to Birdman House, I'm not going to get up and go to work. I'm going to want to sleep. Because Birdman like to cook a whole lot of food. He like to cook a whole lot of food. And then I get too full and comfortable and I will go to sleep and will not wake up on time. I'm at my house. I could only catch one bus from here. From his house, I would have to catch 2 buses to get where I gotta go. Yeah, Black Pearl. Yeah, I did that song. Punish Me. That's the title of the song. Punish Me. Go over there and look at that video. It says punish me. She got the whole world. She wants the whole world to punish me. She wants me to be homeless. Oh my God. Wow. And we were so cool. We were so down a few months ago. But that just shows you when you disagree with certain YouTube creators, they will wish the worst. And I don't know if she's doing it because she wants to build up her channel or nothing like that. But I know, like, listening to her voice and those other 2 videos that she did about tough love, it suggests to me something else. It's like she knows that I'm not happy about certain situations in my life, but that has nothing to do with her. It's nothing to do with her. So she needs to stay out of it. Stay out of it so the universe can fix it. Don't even speak on it. Because when people start speaking on certain stuff, the universe will shift everything. That's why I said in the title of this video, is my apartment my gallows or prison cell? Shout out to the chat. The John Show's in here. The John Show. Hit the link if you're in here. Yep. If he's in here, tell him to hit my link so he can explain to me what he mean. Hey, lovely. Yes, my love. Yes, my love. Yes. We did it together. We did it together. I did my little videos and all of you came in, you subscribed, you liked the videos, you shared them. I got new subscribers coming in, but I'm not perfect. I'm not God Almighty on this shit. Not at all. That's why I keep saying I'm the BT 1000. A lot of people don't know what that is. Hey, Miss Eve. Shout out to Miss Eve. Shout out to Miss Eve. Shout out to Miss Eve and Draco for pushing me to get in contact with Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench so he could fix my chat. Shout out to Miss Eve, Draco, Letitia, and everyone else that hit my link. Kay Morgan, thank you for coming in that night. Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench, thank you so much. The Rabbits, thank you so much. This German Shepherd is not going to chase no rabbits today. This German Shepherd going to sit down and go to sleep. Sleep, sleep. Hey, Uncle L. The John Show. Hit my link, The John Show. Let me find out what you were saying about me the other night, my love. Oh, my battery is a little running low, but John Show, you can hit the link. Okay. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. The John Show. You know, you're a construction worker. You be working and painting different things and putting up sheetrock or whatever you're doing on those construction sites, my love. But do not say that Arabia Barbosa is miserable because of the white wall paint. I can get that painted over with black paint in my bedroom only. A shout out to the chat. Oh, you're a bricklayer. So why was you complaining about my white walls in my apartment? Because I bleach them down every week and wipe them down. That's what I'm supposed to do. The John Show. Because I keep my apartment very clean. Yes. Because if I don't keep it clean, I'm going to have all kinds of problems. I even do my carpets. So it is what it is. Okay, well, anybody can come in. Hey, Tamika. Tamika, you was in that video as well with Lonnie One Love that day. But I don't blame you. You got to side with who you want to side with. Oh, wait a minute. Someone's trying to call me. Oh, they're going to call me back later. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm on 14%. Because when I got home, I charged my phone a little bit, but it's not totally charged like the way it's supposed to be charged. I should have did 100%, then went live. But I don't care. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Got 21 people in the chat. Got 21 people in the chat. I'm including y'all and the Ghost Watchers. A shout out to the chat. We are almost 50 minutes into the video. A shout out to the video. Shout out to Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench. Shout out to the Rabbits. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. Shout out to all my YouTube creators, my subscribers, my chat members, the people that write in my comment section, my support team. Shout out to them. hmm I know Tamika's not picking a side. I'm not picking that with Tamika. You know what? It is what it is, Ms. Eve. I know Tamika don't pick a side, but it looked like to me she is a little bit. And I don't blame her. I don't. Well, let me sip a little more of my beer, and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Tamika, don't worry about it, baby. You want to hit my link playing time? Miss Eve has hit my link playing time. Let's see who's here. I got a little bit of time. Add to the stream. Hey,
Hey, what's up, baby?
hey, my lovely. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How do you do?
I'm doing very good. I just wanted to know what you said about my walls in my apartment.
So that's why, because I saw your comment this morning, and I asked you. I don't know if you replied to it. I was asking you what you was talking about, right? But what I said about your walls, I said that in your chat. I wrote to you in your chat when you was talking. You didn't feel good, so I said, and you showed your walls. I was like, you need to paint them. I read a book somewhere. Well, actually, it's called self care. It's self care for men, but I'm sure what they said transfers to other people. And they talk about like having white walls, the
Mhm.
feng shui and the energy of your room is not. It's gonna make you feel like you in an insane asylum.
Oh yeah, that's what Birdman told me the exact same thing. That's why he painted his walls.
Yeah.
hmm That's
All
why he
right. So
painted his shit.
I ain't gonna be. I never talk no trash about you behind your back.
Well, just if you got a complaint, is I gotta get ready to get off of here. My battery's dying.
Okay. All right. All I'm saying is it's not a complaint. It was a suggestion because I would like you to feel better. For real. I don't like seeing people I rock with. If I see somebody and I see they got white walls and they ain't feeling good, I'ma suggest that to
Okay.
anybody I fuck with. But all right though. Have a blessed one.
All right, everyone. Your homegirl Arabia Barbosa is getting ready to lay down and go to sleep. And as I'm sleeping, I'm gonna charge my phone. I might go live a little bit later. I know all of you are busy. You got your own lives. You're doing what you need to do. And I shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my people that come over here and support this page. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm sleepy as fuck, but I thank the John show for coming up. Thanks Miss to everyone in my chat that's right in the chat. Shout out to Sis Rabbit got a wrench. He freed the chat. He freed the chat from being held hostage. Shout out to him. Shout out to the rabbits. So this German Shepherd will lay down in the grass and go to sleep. And shout out to Sis Rabbit Got a Wrench and his chat members, his subscribers. Shout out to my other YouTube creators, Brown Skin Lady, and the list goes on and on. I love all of them, even though I might not agree with them all the time, but I love them regardless. Shout out to Moonlight. Happy birthday to her, belated birthday. And we will do the Cash App giveaway on Monday morning, 9 o'clock. I need everyone to come in and participate. Please, please, if you can. Please, I will not tell you the question to the riddle. We're just gonna let it play out. But thanks to everyone for coming in. I love you. I appreciate you. Please be patient with me. I'm not perfect on this YouTube, and a lot of you know I've been a part of the fuckery. You know that. Now I'm trying to get away from the fuckery, but I have to continue on. I got to continue on in the vein. Maybe some people may not agree with, but I completely understand. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my subscribers. We reached 500. Shout out to you. And I want to bring more content to this page. So I need the John Show to talk about what he does in his professional life, and everyone else, whatever you're interested in or whatever you want to talk about, this is the channel to do that. And I will sit back and I will listen. I will mute my mic and I will listen. I am not a rogue YouTube creator. I'm a troll. I started out as a troll. A shout out to the chat. But I know that my days of trolling is almost to the end. I talked to Birdman. He has also suggested that I do not fight with other YouTube creators. So I'm going to take their advice. But if they do a video about me, I got to do a video about them. And shout out to the chat. I'm sorry. Lo siento, no es culpa, es mío, estoy o donde nada nunca se pasó. It is what it is. All right, somebody's trying to call me. I don't know who this person is trying to call me. All right, y'all, I got to get out of here. Shout out to the chat. I love all of you. Like and share the video. I appreciate your view. Thank you for coming over, and please visit with me again. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York, signing off. I will see you in another video or perhaps in someone else's chat. Because you know, when I lay down and go to sleep, I sleep for 2, 3, 4 hours. Then I get back up again. Shout out to the chat. Peace out, everyone. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming over. Oh, okay, John Show. All right. Well, talk about that. Because you know, I grew up in New York listening to different things and watching different movies and stuff like that. So I would like to talk about those things and what's going on in the real world, because we got a bunch of stuff going on in the Middle East. Shout out to the chat. All right, I'm out of here. Thank everyone for coming in. I love all of you. Appreciate your view. Like and share the video. I'm out of here. Peace. 914.